Burr, 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 burr. And now a message from the future president of these United States, Green Bear.
Thank you. My fellow Americans, it has come to my attention that Memorial Day draws near, and I, Green Bear, as future president of these United States, am here to say thank you to all the men and women of the military who have sacrificed everything to give us the life that we enjoy, protecting our freedoms and our values. Thank you very much. I'll see myself out.
Thank you, Green Bear. Very impressive when a future president gives a speech before KidTime Storytime. We have a Memorial Day surprise. No wonder what the surprise is. I love surprises, but then I don't because I want to know the surprise right away and I'm very impatient. But let's see what surprise Memorial Day has in store. Is it a really big surprise, Mama? Asked Marco. Oh, yes, said Mama. It is a very big surprise. But we must hurry. The parade will start soon. Ooh, a parade. It's one of the many ways that we celebrate days like Memorial Day. Marco held Mama's hand tightly and walked faster. Many people were leaving the porches of their brick row houses. Kids were skipping down the steps of the big apartment. Abuelo, Marco's grandfather, lived there on the 5th floor. Oh, we're going to go see him? But Mama said there was no time to stop. Oh, bummer. What could be the surprise that made Mama rush so much? They always stop to visit Abuelo. Oh, he's going to miss them. Oh well. I guess maybe they'll see him later, come over, have some cafe or something. But look, it looks like a city, a bustling city. I wonder what neighborhood this is. I wonder if it looks like your neighborhood. Well, Marco watched the flags dancing in the breeze. What is Memory Day, Mama? He asked. It's called Memorial Day. But Memory Day is a good name too. It's a name to remember it's a time to remember some special people. Who? You'll see. Beep, beep. Two girls swooped past Marco. Red and blue streamers fluttered from their bicycles and swished in the wind. Oh, they decorated their bikes for this special occasion. Everyone was in a hurry to get to the parade. I guess everybody knows. Even the cat's like, ooh, is anybody going to take me? When they reached the avenue, Marco's eyes opened wide. All the stores where Mama liked to shop were closed. The sidewalks were crowded with people sitting on folding chairs and colorful blankets. Two boys were even sitting on top of the big blue mailbox. Now Marco heard somebody calling his name. Oh, look, Mama! He pointed across the avenue. Jenna's here too. Hey, Jenna. Is this the surprise? No, Marco, said Mama. The surprise is even more special than seeing your best friend at the parade. Ooh, that's pretty special. See, oh, look, there's an abuela here, and there's a police officer here, and the mom with the kids on top of the mailbox, and this fella has the front row seat to get the best pictures in the house. Marco sat on the step with Jenna, because that's what you do when your best friend's at the parade. The sun was super hot on his head. The big avenue seemed different without its zooming cars and rumbling trucks. Oh, of course. I bet it looks different. It was like a rushing river that ran out of water. Good way to look at it. Marco jumped up. Oh, did you hear that? He asked. The faint broom, 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 broom was sounding in the distance. Marco held his breath as broom, 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 broom. The band marched closer and stopped right in front of him. Oh, so lucky. The leader slowly raised his baton and the music burst into the air. Horns and drums and the clash of the cymbals. Marco stood very still. The music was inside of him, alive and jumping in his chest. Boom, boom. He felt the thunder in his stomach. Crash, crash. It tingled down his arms. Batons flew in the air. Pom-poms swooshed. Feet stamped in rhythm and the band moved on. Oh my gosh. Yes, if you just stand perfectly still when the music is that close, you could just feel it through your body. Marco wished Abuelo could have heard the music. Maybe it would have made his legs tingle again. Was that the surprise, Mama? Was it? No, Marco, Mama said. The surprise is even more special than the marching band. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. So, a siren suddenly Marco jumped. A long red fire engine was rolling down the avenue. Its lights spinning and flashing. And look at that. A firefighter walking beside the big engine stopped and shook Marco's hand and gave him a little flag. How lucky is that? So Marco, of course, had to ask his mom, was that the surprise? And then Mom said, no. What? No. The surprise is even more special than meeting a real firefighter. Look, said Jenna. A truck was pulling a big float down the street with none other than the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty herself. And a man with a dark beard stood in front of the statue. And he looked just like Abraham Lincoln. Hey, Jenna frowned. They're throwing things at people. That's not nice. But then Marco clarified the situation. It's candy! So it's all cool if they're throwing candy at you. So Marco and Jenna dropped to the ground and scooped up all the candy that was falling at their feet. Leave no candy behind. Mama, look! Marco opened his fist and showed her all the goods he collected. That was a surprise, wasn't it? No, Marco. The surprise is even more special than catching candy at the parade. Yes, even more. Can you feel the tingling anticipation? I feel it in my hands. Marco put a butterscotch into his pocket. He would give it to Abuelo when he told him all about his parade, because he knew Abuelo liked butterscotch. Now, what was happening? Everybody stood up and began clapping, but Marco couldn't see anything. There weren't any sirens, no band, no candy falling from the sky. But the clapping was getting louder and louder, and the cheering. Men and women in uniforms with shiny medals came marching down the avenue, and right up in the very front, you know who that is? Marco's grandfather. Boom. That's right. Can you imagine your grandfather being at the front of a parade? And look at that, in his uniform, looking so dashing with medals. And look, he's being pushed in his wheelchair. He's got his flag. He's got his hat on. He looks sharp, sharp, sharp. Abuelo! Marco shouted and waved his hands. Why is your grandfather in the parade? Jenna asked. And Marco stood tall. My grandfather is a hero. That's right. He's got his military wear on. He fought for this country. Abuelo put out his arms and Marco ran and jumped into his lap. Happy Memorial Day, Marco, Abuelo said. And Marco threw his arms around Abuelo's neck. Happy Memory Day, Abuelo. And there's Mom capturing the picture perfect moment right there. Also, can I just say I'm a little distracted by this man's really groovy palm tree shirt. It's so happy though. I love it. Look at this moment. How amazing. Well, Marco took the butterscotch out of his pocket and pressed it into his grandfather's warm hand. Marco did not need to ask Mama this time. He knew that this was the best Memory Day surprise of all. And that was a pretty good surprise, wouldn't you say, Green Bear?
Yeah, it was good.
Are you Green Bear?
What?
Green Bear, look at me.
No, I can't look at you right now.
Are you feeling a little emotional right now?
Maybe. I mean, it was just...
Are you going to turn around?
No, but I just really like how the grandfather, they sacrificed so much, and he was in a wheelchair, and then they make him the hero of the parade, and then he's there, and his grandson's there. I gotta go.
Oh, I know. It's very moving when our heroes are in our own families and we get to see them honored. But all our heroes should be honored, even if they're not your family. They are part of, well, the American family. See you next time, kid, and have a happy Memorial Day from KidTime StoryTime.